Hey, okay. My bad. I don't have the proper equipment. So my last video cut off where I was talking about Nalo Hopkinson. So welcome to my April book wrap up part two. Okay, part two. So anyway, moving right along before I get cut off again. My next book I really enjoyed. Oh my goodness, this was so exciting. Okay, here we go. Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Lainey Taylor. Okay, so look, you know how when you be looking at those booktube videos and you see all of those people that they have the same shelves and the same books on them, and in the background you can always see the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. And a lot of times I don't really read a lot of young adult books, or actually I do love young adult, but I don't read all of the trilogies that everybody be talking about, like Six of Crows and Crooked King. I haven't read none of that shit. But look, I did not think I was going to like this book as much as I did, so I'm going to stop talking shit about young adult booktuber channels that always have this same book. I get it now. I get it now. Okay, I get it. Daughter of Smoke and Bone. It ended up being really, really good because it's very like, it starts out kind of mystery because the main character, Karu, you really don't know exactly what she is. You don't know where she comes from. She doesn't even know who she is or where she comes from. But she has these abilities and she's able to do like magical things without me giving away too much. But it's really, really well written. Like, I'm really, really impressed with this author. And I'm actually currently reading the second book in the trilogy because I think I'm hooked on the shit now. I will admit, Lainey Taylor, I'm intrigued. It was a really good book. Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I loved it. I recommend it. Very, very good. So the next book is The Hazelwood. I really liked this by Melissa Albert. Hold up, can you see that? Ugh. The Hazelwood. The Hazelwood. Now, I was confused about this book at first. I was skeptical because the reviews were like up and down. I saw like a lot of disappointing reviews. But I always say you should read a book for yourself and make your own opinion. And I'm glad I did because this book reminds me of like, it reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. I liked it. It's like this girl has been on the go her whole life and her grandmother is like a writer of these books and she's never met her grandmother ever. Then all of a sudden she gets word that her grandmother dies and then down the rabbit hole she goes. That's all I'm gonna say, but I did enjoy it. I liked it very much. Oh, and then my last book was The Jumbies. The Jumbies by Tracy Baptiste. The Jumbies by Tracy Baptiste. Let me tell you, this is actually a middle grade fiction book for children, but it was so cute. I love this book. It is like, it kind of reminds me of Goosebumps, basically, but it takes place in the Caribbean and it has magical folklore, mysticism. Excuse me. Basically, it was like Goosebumps went to the Caribbean for a vacation and did some spooky shit down there. I enjoyed it. So those were all of my books for April. And then my DNF book, Fresh Water, Akemi Imizi. Akemi Imizi. I didn't really care for this book because it was hard for me to get into the writing style. I tried, but after about 90 pages, I was like, sorry. It has a lot to do, I guess, the writing style. If you're not from Africa and if you're not familiar with African folklore, which is basically what I heard Naraya Reed's on her channel, she explained why she liked it. So she had a better understanding of it. But I guess for me, the writing style, it didn't work. I really couldn't get into it. It didn't really flow for me. So my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up now. I promise I'm gonna get my shit together, okay?